We are live in full effect, broadcasting to you, my friends, out there. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hopefully you have your coffee. I got my breakfast here in front of me. I'm gonna have my breakfast and my water with you. We have a good show. We have a good show here this morning. I want to talk about the power of 10,000 hours. The power of 10,000 hours. By the end of this, you will learn how to harness the power of the 10,000 hours and how it benefits you and your business and whatever it is that you want to do. If you're just joining me, make sure to subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified the next time I'm doing. Hey, my man, what's going on? Yes, sir. Michael says mastery. 10,000 hours is about mastery. I'm also, so make sure to subscribe. Hit the bell to get notified. Like, share, comment. I want to hear all your comments. I already see a few of you on here. Good morning, good morning. I am also eating my breakfast. Have a look, have a look. 2 eggs. Good morning. Wow. What's going on, guys? I see you. If you're just joining me, please comment down below. Let me know where you're joining me from. I want to hear from you. As I eat my breakfast, drink my coffee, and share some philosophies with you. Make sure to have your water. It's important. Well, I first read about the 10,000 hours in the Malcolm Gladwell book, Outliers. And the way he used the 10,000 hours is kind of, all of these successful people in the world, and how for whatever the circumstance was, they were able to work on their craft before they came out to the world. For example, the Beatles, by the time they hit the Ed Sullivan Show, which is their breakout concert to the world, they actually performed on the streets of Amsterdam, ongoing for like 12 hours a day, live, for years and years and years and years and years and years before they ever hit the Ed Sullivan Show. And so as a result, by the time they hit the Ed Sullivan Show, they had way more than 10,000 hours of performing. And so they had mastered their craft. And so what the 10,000 hours says is that if you can do anything for 10,000 hours, you are on your way to mastery. You can become an expert. You can talk on it, and you can execute on it. Anything you want. You just got to put in the time. Plain and simple. In the book, Malcolm Gladwell, Outliers, also talks about a variety of different things. Talks about Bill Gates and how his mom was an administrator at the university, and during the 70s, late 70s or early 80s, he actually had access to a computer when no one else had access to a computer, and he was able to go in and use a computer for free. And he worked on those, he figured out software, and he was able to get his 10,000 hours way before he entered the software industry. So the hours spent in the game doing will result in you becoming a master in that game, whatever it is. Over here I got a chessboard. We hear about these grandmasters. Grandmasters are grandmasters because they spend enough time mastering their craft. Whatever it is that you want to do in your life, if you want to master it, you have to spend the time. You have to spend the time learning and doing and learning and doing, and that's how you truly become a master. You know what? When it comes to public speaking, you have no idea. Maybe you're just hearing about me this year. Maybe you're hearing about me. Maybe you're hearing about me in the last 2 years. But this has been a 15-year journey for me, right? 15-year journey. What you see is the end result. You see me on stages, doing different shows and television. That's the end result. I have put in way more than my 10,000 hours. Actually, I put in my 10,000 hours before I ever got paid to speak on a stage. And so the 10,000 hours, I don't think it can be avoided. If you want to do anything at a level where you can be successful, you have to put in your 10,000 hours. And I'd suggest you get that book, Malcolm Gladwell, The Outliers, because, I mean, there's so many examples of all of the people that are successful, and they can actually pinpoint why they're successful and why they got their 10,000 hours before they ever came out into the scene. With real estate, I mean, I've been in real estate for 20 plus years. I've put in way more than 10,000 hours, which is why I'm getting the results now. It took me a long time. So you guys, if you're getting started and you're getting started with real estate, if you're getting started with business, if you're getting started with anything in life, what you have to understand is first you have to pay your dues, and you cannot bypass those 10,000 hours. It's a rule, it's a law. And you know, once you become a master in whatever craft you decided to enter, whatever industry you decided to enter, this is when people will start to recognize you, pay you, and you know what? Like, you at the very beginning may not make a lot of money in real estate, business, whatever it is that you want to do at the very beginning. But after you start to master this craft, you'll become unstoppable. But you cannot bypass experience. I've been in business for almost 26 years. 26 years. I put in more than 20,000 hours in my business. I mean, I remember, you know, when I was 19 years old, I remember being 19 years old, working 9 to 9, 7 days a week. And so you got to put in that hustle, but understand that this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Anything worthwhile building, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And so make sure to invest the time in the right places. 10,000 hours. If you look at anybody that has achieved any level of success, their focus is on mastery. And once they get to those 10,000 hours, you see the difference. You see the difference right away. An actor or actress, a director, a speaker, a real estate investor, someone that works at their job. Once you have invested 10,000 hours in whatever it is that you want to achieve, this is when you start to hit the high level of results that we're all looking for. And so don't try to cheat the system. There is no shortcut to those 10,000 hours. 10,000 hours must be 10,000 hours, and you must invest them in the right way by taking action, trial and error. If you don't, and by the way, a lot of people give up before the 10,000 hours. And that's easy. I mean, we're not going to blame you. Maybe it wasn't for you, right? But what happens is people spend 100 hours in a particular industry and say, oh, this stuff doesn't work or whatever. No excuses. If you haven't spent 10,000 hours doing something, then you can't even judge it. You can't even begin to judge it because you've never been to a level of mastery. And so that's what you need to strive for. Whatever it is that you want to do in your life, strive for those 10,000 hours. Start today. Start quickly. My good friends, that's the live for this morning. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell to get notified. And next time I'm doing a live, you guys are amazing. Alfonso loves you. And we'll see you at the top. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment down below, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified the next time we're doing a video. And guess what? Like, share, dislike, I don't care! Let me see how that looks.